Call hello Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS. Salutations to all the brethren throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright, to the house of David, to the 1/3 men, women, and children. And coming at you today on the quick topic of waiting on the Lord. And a very important topic, especially in these days, as we get closer and closer to the hell that's about to fall upon us, okay, and upon all the earth, especially on us, because it's going to be a trial through fire, okay? We're going to be tried through the fire. Our faith is going to be tested, all right? We ain't suffering shit yet, to be honest, you know, especially if we got a roof over us, some food in the fridge, some water to drink, okay? We ain't suffering shit yet, all right? We ain't going through nothing. So if you got a roof over your head, even though you're poor and you're struggling to pay bills, you got some water to drink, you can wash your ass in the shower, and you got some food in the fridge, you know, gird up your loins like a man. And, you know, not really to put nobody down, but it's like, yo, some you know, some brothers may need to be smacked out of it, shaken out of it. No, there's not a time now. If you're getting weak now, okay, this is to everybody, including myself. If you're getting weak now, if you're getting impatient, okay, then you gotta check yourself, because this thing is about patience. Where we supposed to patiently wait on the Lord, okay. The prophecies will be fulfilled when they are meant to be fulfilled, and we still got a lot more to go. And don't let those demons shake you up, man. If you're having those are demons. If you're having doubts, if you're having anxiety from you know, out of the unusual, you know, you can't take it anymore, you know, then you gotta examine yourself. You gotta calm the fuck down, examine yourself, fast, okay, send up prayers, light up your incense. Fast some more, send up more prayers in the Lashawan Kodash, okay. And if you don't know prayers in the Lashawan Kodash, ask brothers, you know. Apostle Ramlab has a GMS Lashawan Kodash channel, and that's where I learned the alphabet, okay. And there's vocabulary words, you know, and then you practice, man, you know. And there's the book of Psalms, okay. The book of Psalms are prayers, you know, and all you got to do is, you know, translate it. Plenty of brothers out there, Lord willing, we should, you know, we compile an archive of, you know, whatever prayers brothers already translated to, you know, so the people have it, so that you can send up those prayers in the Lashawan Kodash, because they are much more powerful, okay. They in the holy tongue, the vibration is much more powerful, and it reaches to the heavens, man. You know, it reaches Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai goes to Yahweh. You know, if you don't know, if at least the Heavenly Father's name and the Son's name, okay, and the Lord knows your heart, but try to learn that Hebrew, man. You don't gotta be a proficient speaker. Just know the Son's name, the Father's name, how to you know, how to recite short prayers, like from Psalms. You know, Psalms is full of prayers, you know, and you pray daily like that, so that the Lord can strengthen you, so those demons, man, can you know, weaken their hold off of you. But to be honest though, this thing is about growing, because the more you grow, okay, the stronger you get spiritually, the stronger the demons become. So really, the more you endure, and then you pass those tests, the more you're gonna have to endure later on, okay. It's like a school, kind of. You finish first grade, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Sixth, seventh, and eighth is gonna be tougher. It's gonna be more challenging things to learn. High school, college, I mean, or it's supposed to be. School now is a fucking joke. But the point is that as you move up in levels, it's gonna get tougher and tougher. So if you're impatient now, then you know, then what are you gonna do in the day of Jacob's trouble? You know, and the reason why I'm doing this video is you know, to send up prayers, you know, and blessings in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for this particular brother and for any other Akim, because I'm sure this brother's not the only one, you know, that is saying that has demons fucking with him, you know, telling himself, you know, I can't wait anymore. And this brother, a brother, you know, that follows us, Melvin Rivera, said on one of my videos that I did, the video was titled Whose Mouths Must Be Stopped. And he said, Melvin said, I can't wait anymore on the Lord, bros. My soul cries even in silence. I just want to leave this hell of a world. And so do we. We want to leave this hell of a world. You know, but to say that you can't wait on the Lord anymore, you know, that's like, you know, so then what? You're not going to trust in the Lord anymore? You know, you're going to follow your own plan. You're going to trust in your own heart. You got to rebuke that, brother, and any other brother that thinks like that. You know, but enough talking. Let me bring out the first scripture. This is Psalms 27:14. And Psalms 27:14 says, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Okay? And remember that, like the scripture says, that the Lord is nigh unto them that are of broken heart and contrite spirit. Okay? So the Lord hears your sighs and your cries, brother. You best believe that. But it says, wait on the Lord and be of good courage. Okay, and the word courage is, some of the synonyms for courage is bravery, valor, okay? And it's basically, the definition is to face adversity, pain, you know, willfully and intentionally, you know, to put yourself through the fire, okay? That's courage, okay? Not running away from your problems, but facing it, that's courage. You're afraid, yeah. But despite being afraid, you know, of the unknown outcomes, okay, you say, fuck it. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to put my trust in the Lord, right? So if you put your trust in the Lord, he shall strengthen you. So wait, I'm going to read it one more time. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Okay, so don't think that the Lord is going to put you through something that you can't endure. Okay, the Lord is always going to give you that which you can handle. So if the Lord gave you something that you can handle, okay, then and you don't believe that you can't handle it anymore, then you have to examine your faith, okay? And that's them demons fucking with you, and you got to rebuke that. Okay, this is 2 Timothy 2:3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Hamashiach. Okay? So endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Hamashiach. Okay? We're waiting on our general. Okay? We're waiting on the commander. Okay? Which is Yahawashi. All right? And he is faithful and true. And what his father has given him, okay, and what the promises, and he's going to faithfully carry it out. And he's going to lead us to the kingdom of heaven. He will return, you know, but still things got to play out, okay? There's still a lot more that has to happen, and it's happening. If you see every day, this fucking devil Trump only been in office, what? It's 2 weeks now, right? So 2 weeks, and 2 weeks, and already, you know, shit is getting stirred up. Okay, things are moving quicker. People are in a fucking panic. You know, all these deaths in Chirac, and him wanting to send the feds, him banning the Muslims from entering the country, which really wasn't a Muslim ban. He really, and it's not him doing shit. You gotta understand that the government has an agenda. Really, he put a ban on the countries, you know, that haven't instituted a Rothschild bank in their fucking in their society, in their country. Okay, you know, it's really a social, financial class war, you know, going on behind the scenes. Really a takeover. It's a get down or lay down takeover, which is there's a whole shit going on in the Middle East. Okay, because that's what this devil does. This devil puts his government, his religion, his philosophies, and he wants to put his money system everywhere in the world. And if you don't comply with that, then it's get down or lay down. Okay, that's why World War III will come into effect, because these devils won't let up. And they know anyways that this system, is time for this system to go and to bring in their so-called New World Order. Okay, and the population reduction. And the chip is coming soon on top of that. Okay, so there's a lot more to endure as a good soldier of the Lord. All right, because like I said, we ain't been through shit yet, to be honest. This is Psalms 37:7. Okay, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Okay, so rest in the Lord, rest in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Prayer, fasting. Stay spiritual. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Okay, and brothers can't stress enough fasting, okay, and prayer, because fasting will allow your body, physically, on a physical level, on a carnal level, your body will detox junk, okay, and you will become, more in tune with the spirit, okay. You will become more sensitive to the spirit, whereas always filling your body up with food grounds you more to the physical, especially the crap, garbage food. It fills you with a lot of toxins and it clouds you. Our spirit is inside this vehicle, and this vehicle is like a battery, slash antenna. Okay, so that's why fasting, to explain it on a physical carnal level, fasting is important. Okay, it clears a path to receive better signals, okay, from the heavens, so to speak, to paint a picture for you. Okay, prayer. Okay, prayer is, basically picking up the phone and dialing the correct number, you know what I'm saying, to Yahushua, and then he goes to the Lord in the Lashuan Kodash. Okay, calling on the Heavenly Father's name in the name of His Son. Okay, that's prayer. So fasting and prayer is the key to strengthening your spirit and meditating on these scriptures, and that is how you rest in the Lord. Okay, especially preferring the company of Akim. So being with Akim. Okay, don't be chilling with niggas in the world all the time. If you can, not at all, don't. You know what I'm saying? Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am. So chill with the brethren. Okay. And if you can't chill with brethren, then put yourself in an environment that encourages, put yourself in a space that encourages our spirituality, okay? That encourages you to be spiritual, okay? To stay spiritual, to stay in the spirit, okay? In accordance with Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, and His knowledge. So let me bring it back. Psalms 37:7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Okay, wait patiently for Him, because you're not gonna do anything to get us out of here. Okay, it's not gonna come out of your own will. It's gonna come out of the Heavenly Father's and through His Son's will. So we wait on Him, and if we believe that they are faithful and true, then it's gonna happen. Okay, fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. So don't, the wicked are prospering, and the righteous, they mourn. But don't fret yourself, okay? Because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass, okay? Because they're supposed to happen, okay? And in order for something new to happen, the old must be done away with. And, that's just the way it is. The old is going to be done away with, slowly crumbling, okay, from the inside out, and then being destroyed with the missiles. But it's going to be a process, okay? Verse 8, cease from anger and forsake wrath, okay? Because what happens is that those anger and wrath, it clouds your judgment, and it encourages you to react and behave carnally, okay, and not think, okay? But if you stay calm and you stay disciplined, focused, and patient, then you're able to, not being so reactive to everything. You're able to move more spiritually, okay? Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, okay? Okay, so there ain't no, if we can't beat them, join them, all right? Verse 9, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth, okay? So those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. The evildoers will be cut off, and those that wait shall inherit the earth. So if you say you can't wait on the Lord no more, then do you really want the kingdom? I mean, really ask yourself this, and this is for real. And this is a very relevant thing as we move, and it becomes more relevant waiting on the Lord as we move closer and closer. You imagine that you endured all these years of prophesying in the streets or supporting brothers, if you know you're not a prophet and you believing in this, and then, you know, not to say that we know when the missiles will hit, but the day before the missiles hit, hypothetically speaking, you say you give up. Can you believe the mind fuck of that? Can you even fathom the mind fuck of that? So, and the reason why I use that as an example, the day before the missiles hits, because it gets harder and harder as we move closer and closer. Because the devil, like it says in Revelations, the devil having great wrath, you know, knowing that he have but a short time, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so these devils is going to make the move on us, you know, and they're going to go harder and harder. And then we're going to have to endure even more greater hardness. Okay, so yesterday, we endured the hardness, I'm good. But the next day, it's going to be more hardness to endure. Then what? Okay, it's like weightlifting. You lifted 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds. Oh, shit, I made it to 80. I'm good. But now you're trying to build yourself up. Now, lift 90 now, 100, 120, 150, 30, 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? You know, you work your way up. And every time you add more weight, okay, it becomes harder and harder to stand firm on your to stand your ground firm, okay? But if you have a solid foundation, okay, if you have a solid foundation, then you should be able to endure that hardness, you know, and hold your own and stand your ground through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. But you gotta gird up your loins like a man, man. You know, you gotta gird up your loins like a man, rebuke those demons, and rest in the Lord. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, okay, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Okay, so the vision, okay, these prophecies are appointed for a certain time. They will happen. Okay, the prophecies that were spoken about before that happened were spoken years before they happened, and they happened, like the flood, for example. Okay, the children of Israel going into the children of Israel going into slavery, okay, in Egypt, Babylon, etc. You know, going into slavery in America, okay. It was prophesied and then it happened. Women being whores, you know, us catching hell in this society, like in Deuteronomy 28. Our own people being having evil eyes towards us, you know, so on and so forth. It was prophesied many years before it happened, but it happened. Okay, and I'm sure people have said, "Oh, but when is it gonna happen?" You're like, for example, Noah. He was out there for over 100 years, or I believe like 120, and they didn't believe him, but it happened. Okay. So for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So it's going to happen. Okay, though it tarry, okay, though it's going to take a while. Okay, you think it's going to come yet, but, you know, still there's more to happen. So it tarries, you know, because, you know, you're like, damn, when is the chip going to come? You know, when are these devils going to run up on us already? Okay, so though it tarry, even though you see the things happening, and you think all hell might break loose tomorrow, which, you know, you're supposed to be in that state of mind. You're supposed to be waiting for it, you know, being prepared so that when the Lord comes as a thief of the night, doesn't catch us by surprise, you know, and then it doesn't come, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? What's happening? It's tarrying, though it may tarry, okay? Because it's not going to come when you expect it, when you think it's going to happen, okay? It's really going to happen when you don't expect it, but those that waited on the Lord won't be shocked. But it still is going to happen when you don't expect it. Why? Because no man knows the time or the hour, the day. You know what I'm saying? No man knows the day nor the hour. Okay, so though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay, so it will surely come. All right? It's not going to tarry, you know, and that's why this thing is based on faith. Because you see everything that's happening. You know, a lot of us, you know, we gave up a lot of things in the world. We sacrificed practically everything. Families, you know, women, even though we may deal with women, you know, but we gave up having a relationship and building you know, a kingdom in this society, having 2, 3, 4 kids, the big house. We gave up all of that shit because in our minds it's not, we're not geared toward 20, 30, 40 years, and then the 401k and retirement funds, you know, and the 401k and retirement funds, and then where we want to retire at, if we want to move out of the country. We're not geared towards that. Okay, so a lot of people, you know, it's easy to have those demons jump on you and be like, damn, did you do all of this for nothing? You know, did you give up all of this for nothing? Are you missing out on something in the world? Okay, so some brothers may have demons that may jump on them, you know, having them think, oh, you're missing out on the world, you're missing out on this, that fucking social media, which I have the social media, you know, and I use it for specific reasons. They see the social media, the women and the partying, you know, like the videos we did last night with the gold diggers, and they want the fancy cars and all of that, and like, you know, some guys will think like, Salakia, some you know, men will think, oh, it'll be easier, you know, because of the lust of the flesh, you know, and wanting some box, man, like just go pay for it if you got the money, you know, every once in a while. But the lust of the flesh will have them thinking that oh, it'll be easier to get women if I had the nice cars, house, money, the clothes. Technically speaking, yeah, because technically speaking, women are wired to find to be with a financially stable male that can provide for them. That's how they're wired. I mean, if you think about it, you know, the women were married. Okay, they were given. You know, they were married. You know, how it was in the ancient world. You paid the father, okay, and the father gave his daughter to a man, and the father didn't just approve any man. The father gave his daughter to a man that was able to take care of his daughter. I think the father's gonna give his daughter to a man that's a bum, okay, and that can't even provide food, clothes, and shelter for his daughter. Okay, the man was the provider, and the woman, what was the woman doing? She was the keeper of the house. Okay, that's how it was in the ancient world. You know, and even not that long ago neither. You know, just a few decades ago, it was still like that. The woman was in the house, being the keeper of the house, taking care of the house. Okay, she wasn't out there making no money, so she relied on the man to provide for her. Okay, and that's the reason why women are gold diggers now is because, you know, that they're wired to be that way. Not all women are gold diggers, but the majority of them, you know, they're wired. Even a woman that says, oh, I don't give a fuck about your money, this and that, deep down inside, they want someone that can, you know what I'm saying, that can hold it down, you know, and that's natural, you know, that's normal. But the only thing is that's fucked up is that when it comes down to, you know, the women of our own nation and Yahweh Ba'ashim Barakatam, to the Akwaf that are in the spirit, you know, you brought your beautiful sisters that are in the spirit and that keep it in the spirit and hold down the man of the Lord. I salute you, you know. But the rest of the women, the majority of them, you know, instead of thinking, wait a minute, you know, our men are down, we are in the condition that we are in, you know, let's build, you know, the family together. Let's build up together. Well, I mean, technically, ain't going to build shit in this kingdom together. You know, our family is going to stay destroyed until Yahweh Shai comes. But you would think, logically speaking, they instead of wanting, you know, the superficial shit, all the money and the fly cars from the jump, you know, you would think that they will want compatibility and to build from the ground up together, to grow into something together. Okay, but it's not going to be like that because we're under the curses. Okay, so you have guys, man, that they will fret, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, you know, a woman will get a lot of brothers out of this truth. But not to get off topic, just wanted to give an example of you know, the prophecies, though the prophecies may tarry, and you're like, yo, when is this going to happen? And you're like, you know, Salakia, and you get impatient. Okay, and then you may think, you know, demons may jump in your head thinking, oh, that you might be missing out on something in the world, you know, having fun, sports, being a rapper, a music career, a movie career, or some shit like that. You know, you're really not missing out on nothing, man, because all of this is going to pass away. Really, what you're missing out on is laying up your treasures in heaven. Because if you're a Hebrew Israelite, okay, by blood, okay, you're going to make it to the kingdom anyways. But, you know, every man will be recompensed according to his work. So in the kingdom, you know, if you are 2/3, you're going to be the least in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And if you know this truth and you are a possible 1/3, and especially if you're in the streets teaching and you're doing videos, then you definitely don't want to get weak. You know, you want to rebuke those demons, and you also want to, exhort brothers, and help strengthen brothers, pray for each other, man. Sharpen each other up. Okay, you see a brother get weak, lift that brother up, man, because we're almost home. You know, we're a team. You know, the mighty men of valor were a team. You know, the 300. You know, one of our favorite analogies to use, you know, to comparing us, you know, with the 300. You know, they were a unit that moved as one. Okay, and they didn't let the next brother slack off. Okay, because if the next man next to them on the slacked off in his training and his mind, okay, wasn't strong and his emotions wasn't in check, none of those men would feel comfortable going into battle with that man. Okay, they wouldn't let they would not let none of their soldiers go into battle knowing that they're not strong in the heart, in the mind, okay, and in the body. Okay, so you got to keep everything in check, and that's how we should move with one another. If you truly love your brother, then you're gonna, pray for your brother, give him words of encouragement through the scriptures, okay, through Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man, which is what we're doing. You know, this is why we make these videos. It's not just about the nigger woman, and the white man's fucking crackers and slavery. Yeah, that's gonna happen. And yeah, the nigger woman, the nigger was being a nigger woman, and yeah, these crackers. But really, it's about the good news and that the kingdom of heaven is coming. Okay, and be patient and wait for it. This is the last scriptures. This is Hebrews 12, verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience unto the race that is set before us. Okay, so lay aside every weight. Okay, everything that's weighing you down, that's discouraging you, that is telling you I can't wait on the Lord no more, that is making you impatient, that is giving you thoughts to be given into the world and do wickedly, or stray away from the faith, or be like, I can't take it no more, man. Gird up your fucking loins like a man, okay, and lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, okay, and let us run with patience unto the race that is set before us. Right now, we are racing against time, against these devils, okay, and let us run with patience. We still are running this race right now. We must run it with patience, okay, and that is learning, okay, growing in the spirit, okay, resting in the Lord, growing in his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, practicing your Hebrew, okay, building with Akim, building the next man that's coming up under you, okay, the babes, doing these videos, hitting the highways and byways, man, okay, edifying the sheep, okay. We must run this race with patience, okay, because it's not when the missiles are not going to come when you want it to come. The Lord is not going to deliver us when you want the Lord to deliver us. It's when the Lord is going to deliver us, okay? He has an appointed time and date, and there's more things that needs to happen. So, Lord willing, I do a part 2 through this video through the spirit. And just remember, man, stay strong, stay spiritual. Call halal, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations to the house of David. Okay, the men, women, and children that make up the 1/3. All right, and stay strong, man. Stay patient, man. And I always said, patience, discipline, and focus, okay, are some of your greatest weapons, okay? Patience, discipline, and focus, okay? And with that being said, shalom.